Alright, so in today's world, our smartphones are part of everything we do, and in more ways than one, they help us complete a lot of different things. However, with increasing smartphone usage, especially with respect to social media apps, sometimes we do forget to look up from our screens. Enter ActionDash, an application that will not only help you manage your phone usage but also give you detailed info on your habits via usage statistics and reports. Alright, so what exactly is ActionDash? Well, ActionDash is actually a digital well-being and screen time application that allows users to manage their app usage and overall let you get the most out of your phone when you need to, and also keep it in your pocket turned off and enjoy life as it is without using your phone all the time when you don't need to. So the first thing that you need to do is head over to the link in the description and download the application. It's completely free, and once it is downloaded, you'll have to enter your birth year because the terms of service require you to be 18 plus or more, and once you're done with that, you just agree all the usage and grant your usage access because that is what the application needs. So you'll have to go to usage access, go over to ActionDash and make sure that permit usage access is turned on so that you can use the application and the app can see the app data. Alright, the first thing that we are going to be talking about are the 6 different features at the top. You have global comparison, summary, screen time, app launches, notification, and device unlocks. Now we are going to go through them one by one, and I will explain to you how to read these statistics and make the most out of this application. Alright guys, first up we have global comparison, and global comparison is basically a statistic that is going to tell you your daily average of the amount of minutes you spend on an application compared to your global daily average, that is how far you have been using this applications on a daily basis. So once you arrive here, you can see that there are a lot of different applications here: Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp, whatever it is that I spend my time on. Next up, the option that you have is summary, and this either shows you weekly or a daily usage of different applications on your phone in a pie chart sort of a way. You can also find graphs of your device unlock and your app session length breakdown, and as I said before, you can toggle between weekly and daily, so you can see how much you're using your phone more than 28 hours in a week, which is more than a day. And honestly, that is really alarming for me and sort of a wake-up call, so I'll try to keep my phone usage a little less than usual now. Then you've got screen time, and this is basically the screen time of your phone daily, hourly, as well as on a weekly basis. As you can see, my weekly screen time varies from 28 hours to 30 hours, and most importantly, I use the applications Instagram and YouTube compared to the others. Next up, you have app launches, and this again is a really surreal reminder. It tells you how many times you have launched how many apps in a daily, hourly, or weekly basis. As always, my most app launches happen with regards to YouTube and Instagram and my phone as well as WhatsApp. Next up, you've got something called notifications, and notifications basically requires the notification access. So once you have turned that on, the app will show you how many notifications you get weekly, daily, and hourly from different applications, and you can once again click on the applications to view additional information about it and further divide it into weekly, hourly, and daily options. Last but definitely not the least, we have device unlocks, and this shows you how many times you have unlocked your device either on an hourly, daily, or a weekly basis, and basically tells you how many times you unlock. For me, that is almost 800 unlocks in a week, which once again, every part of using this application, this just reminds me that I need to stop using my phone so much. With that said, let's head over to the settings and look at a few other options. First up, we have focus mode, and this is a part of limit app usage, and it lets you turn on focus mode, with which you can actually select distracting apps and not allow them to be opened once this mode is on. Now for that, you obviously have to go ahead and enable the access, but once it's done, you can add different schedules, select different applications that you think are distracting, and once they are in your distracting apps label, you can turn on the option, and when the focus mode is on, you will not be able to open application. Alright, next up we have something called paused applications, and this is like focus mode, but pausing an app actually just blocks you from using the app for the remainder of the day. So over here you can select again your entire app gallery, you can select any application that you want to block, and once you select, for example, Among Us, again you have to grant it the display over other apps access because it's required for doing these kind of services, and once it is done, every time you try to open Among Us, you won't be able to open it. Moving on, last but definitely not the least, we have app usage limits, which basically lets you fine tune the usage limit of every application that you want to set. And we also have the app usage enforcer, which basically is a screen that displays when you attempt to use a blocked app or a paused app or an application that is in your distracting apps when you're using the focus mode. And basically either you can set it to display a usage stat, so how many times you have already used an application, or you can immediately put on an animated meme, which is basically a fun take on the amount of time we use our phone. And there's this really cool Simpsons meme that popped up when I was recording it, and it's just an icing on top of the cake, and it lets you do a lot of different things. And yeah, that is pretty much it about all the things that you can do in this application. There's of course stuff like biometric authentication that you can turn on to make sure that only you know the usage pattern of your phone and not anyone can just open it up. And there's also a very, very cool home screen setup that you can put that gives you information at a glance about the applications that you have been using throughout the day, and maybe that can help you use your phone a little less. I know we're going through tough times with the entire worldwide pandemic, and while our phones do help keep us distracted, I think it's equally important for us to recognize when something is good for us and when something is too much for us. And to have an application like this that just gives you information about your daily usage patterns can lead to some really, really productive decisions and probably a healthier and a better life. That's what ActionDash is all about. It's a digital well-being app and screen time app that makes sure that you are doing what is best for you when it comes to using your phone throughout the day. With that said, I really hope this application is super helpful to all of you. It's free, link in the description. Definitely go ahead and check it out, download it. A huge shout out to ActionDash for sponsoring today's video. And with that said, this is Anubhav signing out. A lot of new videos coming soon, so do stay excited for that. With that said, I will catch you guys next time. You guys have a great day and peace out.